Good morning, and I'm sorry for having missed a couple of days this weekend with these verses of the day. I've gotten COVID again, so I haven't been feeling super great the past couple of days. But today I'm feeling better than I was feeling last couple of days, though I'm not completely recovered yet, and I'll be stuck at home for the whole week. The doctor told me I had to stay home a whole week because of testing positive for COVID again. Uh, but normally I wouldn't be able to record videos on a day like today because I was supposed to go into work today, but because I'm sick with COVID, that's not possible. So I'm recording a video today to share with you all the verse of the day. And if y'all don't mind, I'm gonna close the window here because it looks like we got rain coming. Hence why I'm all bundled up again, because the cold season seems to have arrived over here where I live. And aside from it being cold more naturally now, my COVID symptoms make me more sensitive to the temperature change, especially cold. So if I have to pause frequently to swallow or cough or something like that, is because this COVID has gotten my throat a bit infected. So if I talk for a long time, it starts to bother me a little bit, and I have to sort of reset. So, Deuteronomy chapter 32, verses 3 and 4. Deuteronomy 32, verses 3 and 4. Because I will publish the name of the Lord, ascribe ye greatness unto our God. He is the rock, his work is perfect. For all his ways are judgment, a God of truth and without iniquity. Just and right is he. I think these verses spoke to me today because many times, even we as Christians, forget this truth about God. Continuing still, Moses is talking to the children of Israel about what they're going to do when they enter the promised land, who they need to remember that God is, and such things as that. And so he says these things about God to help the Israelites keep in perspective who it is that they are, who they've made an alliance with, which is God. So we notice here in these verses that God says, or Moses says about God, that he will publish the name of the Lord everywhere. I don't know why this is going dim. He will publish the name of the Lord everywhere, and ascribe greatness unto the Lord. And one of the key things that I found is in verse 4. For all his ways are judgment. In the Portuguese version of the Bible that I was reading this morning, it says, for all his ways are justice, is the word it uses there. And when I looked up the Hebrew word that is used there, it does indeed say his ways are justice, are right, are good. Just and right is he. And I think that's something we forget about God. No matter what way he takes us, no matter what it seems like he's allowing to happen in our lives, no matter what path he seems to be guiding us through, we can always trust that he has the greater plan in everything that's going on, and that the plan that he has is justice. It is good and right, and we can follow it completely trusting in him, even if it hurts, even if it's tiring, even if it's emotionally draining. No matter what it is that happens, we can trust that God's way is good, is justice. And God is going to work out his perfect will through our lives as long as we follow the way he has given to us. The world teaches something completely different. The world teaches us to find our own path, to create our own way. If one way is not working, to give up on that way and start over, find another way. But what God says is completely different. God tells us to keep on the path he has given to us, to keep following what he has given to us to do, no matter what comes, as true soldiers should. As Memorial Day was yesterday, I believe. Yesterday or the day before. I believe it was Monday. Yeah, so it would be the day before yesterday. A soldier doesn't give up just when things get tough. A soldier doesn't quit until his leader tells him it's time to pull back. And Jesus hasn't given us the order to pull back yet. We'll know when he does, because it won't be a voluntary thing like we want to stay, we can stay. No, it'll be a mandatory retreat, a compulsory retreat. And it won't even be a retreat. It'll be more like a call home, because God's going to do the rest of the work on the earth. But anyway, that's the thought I had about this verse 4. God's way is justice. God's way is judgment. And so every time whenever we are following God's path, God's way, we can be sure that it is the perfect way, and it is the way that God wants us to follow. And it will work out God's justice in our lives.